On the outside, it was a blue police box, seemingly tossed around at the whim of the storm. On the inside, it was an astonishingly cavernous den, full of imposing girders, walkways, stairs, and gadgetry simultaneously retro and futuristic. Amy Pond appeared at the top of the staircase, sleepily pulling her long red hair from the neck of her stripy jumper. As the TARDIS rocked to and fro, she gripped the banister with both hands and carefully descended the steps. She loved watching the Doctor pilot his wonderfully impossible ship, darting around the central console, flicking switches as the glowing time rotor moved up and down above it. She half expected him to stick his tongue out of the side of his mouth in childlike concentration. "Morning," she said as she joined the Doctor. "Or is it morning? I lose track." The Doctor flashed her a smirk, then returned his attention to the controls. "We'll arrive one morning in the year 2112, by which time your lot have mastered space travel and are waist-deep in interplanetary trade. I'm aiming to land in the factory where Gemini antiviral handwash is made. This stuff gives you an incredibly fast crash course in all languages, virtually instant." "Sounds mad," Amy said. "How does it work?" "No idea. Just wanted to drop by and salute the good people at Zalnex. Perhaps I can help them test it. There are bound to be a few bugs." Up on the cargo bay's highest gantry, Lorena watched Magnus squirting some Gemini onto his palms. The pair's colleague, Ramirez, slowly rose from a gap in the walkway beside them. A floating elevator platform was carrying the large Mexican, plus 5 crates of Gemini up to their level. Magnus winked at Lorena and called over to Ramirez. "Watch it! Do you want to try some?" Ramirez's expression was typically unreadable as he set about shifting the crates from the platform. "What is it?" he asked. Within seconds of Magnus's explanation, Ramirez solemnly offered up his palms. Lorena shook her head and secured another crate. Suddenly, she froze as the 2 men cried out in pain. They staggered from one side of the walkway to the other, holding their heads. Their pupils expanded, eclipsing the iris, then almost all of the whites of their eyes. Lorena grimaced as the veins stood up on their faces and arms. "Guys," she said, "what's happening?" The men stared at her, eerily eager, their hands taut like claws. Lorena didn't hear the sound of ancient grinding engines which heralded the arrival of the